Welcome to part 3. Think of this as the interlude, but I will remind you, spoiler free, it could not be. Before we get to you, I'd like to start with me. See, one thing I love is characters who move me emotionally. A dark disposition or edgy, you can check that category. Origin is a plus if it's a sad story. I cheer for those who push their ego to the front all for the glory. Those are the winners of my story. This part includes 4 out of my 5 favorite characters of JUJUTSU KAISEN, but no bias, put that on Nagi's thighs, and if I do, I'll see it through. Nurse Jaku, you know what to do. I have some fun ideas coming soon that you haven't seen before, especially for JJK fans, but I also have my anime figure game show that will run continuously, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and help me get that percentage up. I appreciate you guys and enjoy. Megumi Fushiguro. Ah yes, the kid with all this potential, or at least that's what others say, but do you ever live up to it? Only time will tell. Wait, hold on. Can't go too hard or you might call someone older to beat me up, so let me layer in compliments throughout.
Well, now that you mention it, Fushiguro's always ticked off.
You are cool, but not as cool as you think. You get gassed up by those around you, which you either downplay or shy away, even though it's what you crave. And the riz is there, though no one can deny that, but I don't know if it counts when someone else is the quarterback. You are a smart guy and you apply it well, but sometimes you need to get over yourself and listen to the friends you made along the way. Maybe they know when you should split up or not to. Either way, everyone may not want you to return, but all my stocks will burn if a dark abyss is where you rest and piss. Shout out to you for not having daddy issues though. Yuji Itadori. See, you are the main character of your life. There's people out there that see you in that light, even though you don't believe that yourself. You tend to protect those around you at the cost of your own comfort or safety. Doesn't matter if you know them or not. But when someone close to you does get hurt, you tap into a demonic side. And not many people want to see your hands anytime. But when you are feral, you really tap into beating ass. Overall, you are the type of person to come as you are and be genuine to those around you. You don't help people to get something back, and you are forward in how you deal with others. That even includes when people beat you unconscious, as long as you see a redeeming quality in them. I wish I saw more of people like you, but I respect that you're okay with others taking over the spotlight at times. You live for others, and when it is your time to go, I hope and I know that you will be surrounded by Ryomen Sukuna, if that is even your real name. Not much is actually known about you, but we can perceive you by your actions and just how you've been with recent events. You sure are big on people respecting you, but show no respect for others, and you could really care less about people's well-being in general. And I guess it's hard to combat that or prove it's wrong when none of us could beat your ass. You give off the head quarterback of the football team type of vibe. It isn't just others like you or other humans that are afraid of you. Even monsters are terrified of you. It does seem like you come from money though. I will say that you do have a kind of nobility type of vibe about you. Probably the biggest thing though is you are a fan of equality. You hate everyone equally. Doesn't matter what you are, what you look like, who you are. Wait a minute, remember that time you took a tactical nap? Or that time you bled out your face for fun? Wild. Sorry to interrupt your programming. If you've been looking for a 400-year-old bachelor who's also a farmer, here's your chance. Welcome, Kashimo. You may have moved from far away, or maybe it's just your kind of old school feel, but you give off a kind of Amish, maybe farmer type of vibe. But the word on the street is you were the best farmer in your area at that time. But now let's look at you at this point. You are a cocky shit, But I will say the time that you did prove or backed up the shit talking was substantial enough to at least give you some validity. You may struggle from performance anxiety. I don't want to think the lights were too bright. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt because you do have the potential to be top 5. A lot of people don't like you, or at least they were fond of you at one point, and that turned very quickly. I wouldn't call you an animal rights activist either. But hey, they say shooters gotta shoot, smoke demons gotta be down for the smoke, and you are about it. So shout out to you for that. Kenji Hakari. You are a gambling addict. I don't think I need to clarify in any means. You will gamble your life countless times and never really learn your lesson. And I guess that's mostly because you haven't had to face any kind of repercussions from that. But I am here to tell you that your luck will run out one of these days. But maybe you have something that will allow you to go double or nothing and defy odds. The house always wins, and this game is the game of life. So I don't particularly see you winning everything. You suffer from having a fever, or you talk about the fever a lot. Although recently I haven't heard you speak on anything about the fever. You are entertaining to watch. You say some funny shit. You got people's back. And you're clever as hell. You're honestly really tapped in with script writing. And you're one of the most hip-hop characters I've ever felt. And not because you try to be, just because you naturally have that aura about you. You may even physically abuse your superiors. But I guess when you don't give a shit and you can make a living on your own doing your own thing, who cares, right?
District attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Higuruma. If you like Higuruma, then you're probably the type to sit around and think about every decision you make and just stew on it. Dwell to the point where you get super edgy and kind of out of the framework of your character. You seem like you might be the guy in a suit at Hot Topic at lunchtime, trying to find which fake earring or fake ear piercing goes with your tie. I don't know if you're well liked by your coworkers, but I know you don't like your coworkers all that much. Although that you know the laws and you know what's right or wrong, at least from a society standpoint, you still choose to do the craziest thing at times. Now you are going to surrender yourself and do whatever you can do to make it back or make amends for what you did. But you have your biggest clash of ideals or your biggest battle coming up. So I won't hold you too long. All I gotta say is, say Ryoma Sukuna's real name. Huh? Miwa Kasumi. You are the fun, bubbly, young type that every group needs. People like having you around and you seem like a joy to be around. But after a while and sticking around for so long, people start to realize, what do you actually do? Even though there has to be something more to you, right? I know I'm ridiculous for even keep believing or keep theorizing that. But it's because I want you to win, and a lot of people do want you to win. You don't really help yourself there, and if you do try to help yourself, it just seems you overshoot. They may call you useless. Well, I mean, they just call you useless. That just is what it is. But prove them wrong. That'll do it for the video. Thanks for staying for the whole thing. And until next time, stay normie, stay weeb. Shit, even in between is fine. Until next time, peace.